some new books.
What's up, YouTubers? Check this out. Just like I promised y'all, I'm on week three. I'm still here. So obviously, the h2o2 is not hazardous. It ain't gonna kill me. Yeah, had to put that disclosure. But then again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what it won't do to me. It hasn't done it to me yet. And I'm the kind of person that don't take any kind of drugs or weed or anything. So I got a pretty, what I'll call a clean system as far as medicines. I don't like taking no type of aspirin, antibiotics, any of that shit. So, but today we're on 17 drops. We're gonna get down to it. We got my 35%. You should better read that. I got my 35% that came out of this bottle right here. That's right here. So what we're gonna do, I'm at 17 drops. So let's go. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 drops. That's where we at today. 17 drops. This is actually my first dosage today, which should be getting closer to my second, but the work schedule I got is so weird. They go up and down with it, and it kind of throws me off, because whereas one day I might be working daytimes, next day I might be working night times. So right now we're at 17 drops. And this is so far anything different I've found out. It gets strong as far as taste-wise, not as far as effects, but the taste gets a little stronger and it gets a little more, I don't know, it's kind of like trying to drink some damn rubbing alcohol or something after a while. It actually gets a pretty good, good strong taste to it. But let's go. Now what I found out is if drink some water, 10-15 minutes beforehand. I found out that it stops any kind of upset stomach feeling, not nausea, but now you eat something, you're like, why'd I eat that? You're going to go through that once you get up to the higher dosage. Well, I went through that. I ain't going to say what you're going to go through. You're going to go through that when you get up to the higher dosage for, and it lasts for probably about 10-15 minutes maybe. And another thing I found is after you drink it, what you need to do, if you don't have any kind of sugar-free chewing gum or something, I had some grapes that I bought, which I'm now out of. But I had these grapes. I messed around and bought the wrong grapes, because I bought the seedless grapes, which you don't want the seedless grapes. They might be convenient, but the seedless grapes is hybrid, because grapes have seeds in them. So if you get grapes that has no seeds, or watermelon without seeds, they're hybrid. So you want to get the ones with the seeds. Those are the ones that nature intended for you to have in your body. Those are the ones that's packed with nutrition. I don't know what these are packed with, but what it does do to me is when I drink this stuff, I'm always halfway done, and you can kind of taste it a little bit in the back of your throat. You don't taste it as much in your mouth. You taste more in the back of your throat. But what I found out was when you drink it, it has the flavor stays in your mouth longer. But if you just take one of those grapes and not swallow the whole grape, the pulp and all of that, what you want to do is actually just chew the grape a little bit in your mouth, not to where it gets all nasty, but just enough to where the juices start to flow and coat your mouth. And now you'll have that natural grape taste in your mouth, and you won't have that h2o2 taste in your mouth. And that's I've found to work pretty good for me. Everybody's different. Everybody does something different, but to me it seems to work. So like I said, I'm on 17 drops. according to the regimen that's in the book, you want to go up to 25 drops, and then you go back down. I haven't drank any kind of beer or liquor or stuff like that since I've been actually doing the H2O2 therapy. Another thing that I have been doing is every day after work, since I do work at a restaurant, every day after work for lunch I make me a salad, a real big salad. Matter of fact, my salads are this big. You know what I'm saying? They're this big. So, you know, I make pretty big salads. I'm eating chicken salads. I haven't eaten no beef. You know, I'm trying to actually get away from beef. My goal is to be meat free. But like anything, you know, it's like dropping cigarettes probably for people, or dropping marijuana, or anything that you feel is something in your life you want to change. It's hard to do it overnight. I mean, I don't expect nobody to go cold turkey in nothing they do. I mean, even breaking up with a loved one is hard to do. That's why we usually get back together, break up, get back, break up, you know, because it's hard to let go of something that you've gotten used to, is what it really is. So I've eaten meat my whole life, but I haven't eaten pork in like 10 going on 11 years now. So pork is out of my life. My next thing is beef, and it's for my personal reasons. It's not because of the health, you know, which health is a part of it, but it's not just health. I don't like the way the animals are slaughtered, and I truthfully don't think we're supposed to eat something that's dead. That's just my personal opinion. Everybody has their opinion. I don't want people to comment on it. I don't really care. Eat what you want to eat. Eat pork if it makes you happy. It's not going in my body. Dairy is another thing that I try to stay away from. I eat very little dairy, and it usually comes in the form of cheese on a cheeseburger or something like that when I eat beef. So the thing is when I don't eat beef, I usually don't eat cheese. So giving up both of those at the same time is pretty easy. So my chicken, when I eat it, it's usually baked, or we got it to where we bake it at work and we slice it, and I just chop it up and I put it in my salad just to give the lettuce something else with it. But like I said, eventually I'm gonna get away from that. I'm looking for alternatives. I don't know if they have an alternative for cheese yet, but I'm looking for it. Some people say stuff about tofu. I'm not a big fan of it. I've tried it before. But anyway, this is week 3. That's my update. Still standing, still breathing, doing fine. Like I said, I haven't had no kind of adverse reactions. Nothing negative has happened to me. I've been monitoring my skin to see if my skin get any clearer, but you gotta remember, we are who we are. I mean, so don't expect, you know, if you're a female, for example, don't expect one day you wake up and look like 20-year-old Holly Berry if that ain't what you look like. I mean, we're gonna look like who we are. So the thing is all peroxide and any form of medicines or help or anything you're doing for yourself, all it's going to do is make you look the best you can look. It's not going to make you look like something that you're not. It's not plastic surgery or nothing like that. But what it does do is, if you have any parasites living under your skin, it'll get rid of those. My gums have been healthier. I have noticed that, you know, when I roll my tongue around in my mouth, my gums are healthier. I've started brushing with peroxide and the peroxide and the baking soda mixture. I posted a video on how I made that, and I mixed that up. So that's what I use to brush now. I don't use no Crest, none of that bull. You know, I'm done with all these unnecessary poisons and putting it in my body. Like I said, this is just the first step, and all I'm doing with the H2O2, just to recap on that, is I'm just trying to detoxify and get as many pathogens and toxins and parasites and diseases and viruses. I'm trying to get any of that stuff out of my body as humanly possible. I mean, because we're saturated in it. Even when we walk outside, we breathe the air that's contaminated. We drink water that's contaminated. Everything is contaminated. So I'm just trying to reset my system as much as possible. I'm 50 years old. I ride a bike to work. I try to eat as healthy as I can. Just trying to stay healthy. There's nothing wrong with being older, but nobody wants to be old and unhealthy. That is a problem. You don't want to be 55 years old or 45 years old, for that matter, in a wheelchair when you don't have a disease that you was born with. You know, it's different if you have a disease that you was born in a crippled position. You've adjusted to that lifestyle. You don't see it as a disability. But when you are 30, 35 years old and become crippled from some accident or some disease or something like that, now you become what we refer to as a cripple, because that's not your state that you've been in your whole life, and you have to now adjust to that new state. So I'm trying to do everything in my power to prevent something like that from happening. And things can still happen. I don't care what you do. You can be a non-smoker and still die of lung cancer. So it doesn't mean that by doing this lifestyle, it's going to all of a sudden make me live longer. It just make me live healthier is all it is. And everybody has different values of what's important to them. To me, health is important to me because I've always been an athletic person, even though I've never played sports, but I've always been athletic and physically constructed, you know. I always like lifting weights and being strong and so on and so forth. I like looking good. Let's put it just put it on the table. I like looking good. I like looking healthy, and I like looking good. I like people to say, wow, you don't look 50. I really like when people say stuff like that, because that encourages me to either keep doing what I'm doing or to stop doing anything negative or to increase something. So I hope this video helps y'all out, but remember, I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. This is simply just giving you some tips on what I'm doing as far as with the H2O2, because I know a lot of people are skeptical about it. But if you are somebody that's fighting a chronic disease or even a terminal illness, or even if you have loved ones that's fighting it, you may want to investigate the H2O2 more thoroughly, because what I read is miraculous cures and miraculous things is going on for it. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but do your own research and decide for yourself, just like taking any medicines. I mean, if you're a person fighting cancer, it's your choice to take chemotherapy, not anyone else's. So same thing with this form of therapy. Do your own research, and if you find that this is helpful, take it. Because I was convinced, and I look at myself as a pretty intelligent individual, so take it. I mean, the stuff is cheap. The shit costs I think this cost me $15, and the shipping was free. I think it was free. Shipping might have been $5, I don't know, but let's say $20 for the bottle, who knows. But you've seen how much of the bottle I've used so far. This is it. I'm on this, and you can see I still have some in the bottle. I filled the bottle up, and I'm on 17 drops now. I'm going up to 25. So I might end up filling this bottle up twice throughout my regimen. The whole go up 25, go back down to 3. I might use this whole bottle, but it's where, and the bottle comes with it, you know, so you're getting both for one. So instead of you having to go out and buy you a $2 bottle or whatever this little bottle might cost if you buy it separately. Remember to mark the bottle like I did right here, so nobody accidentally takes it for something else. Put caution on it. Keep it away from any small children who can't read, or any mischievous children who just might want to get into mom and dad's stuff just because. Keep it away from them, because it could be harmful if they don't know what they're doing and they try to use it as an eyedropper or something else. So just keep it away from anybody who don't know, and if anybody's staying at your house, make sure they understand what it is so they don't accidentally think it's a sweetener or any kind of accident. That's why they call accidents, because people fuck up. They accidentally do shit. So anyway, excuse my language. I know this is YouTube, you know, but this is about health. So I'll see y'all next week, hopefully. Hopefully I have even more good news for you. Like I said, I haven't had no kind of rash breakout or nothing like that, so everything's good. Thank you.